Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here once again with another video on The Flash Season 4. So as some or even most of you would know by now, at San Diego Comic-Con this year, they did confirm a few new castings for the upcoming season of The Flash. Obviously, that being Season 4. Two of these new casting announcements were for the big bad of the season and his assistant, I guess you could say, in the form of the Thinker and the Mechanic. And the third and last of these San Diego Comic-Con casting announcements was that of the Breacher, who would be Gypsy's father from Earth 19. And he himself would be a bounty hunter, except he may be a bit more like ruthless than that of Gypsy. They didn't just announce that these characters would be in Season 4 though, they also announced who would be playing them, and for Breacher, they did manage to get the pretty damn menacing figure of Danny Trejo, who is a cult icon in movies, and you may remember him from movies such as the Machete series. I think he was in From Dusk Till Dawn, and he was even in the Spy Kids series as well. Also, if you are a Rick and Morty fan or a Rick and Morty viewer, one of the two or both, he actually voiced Jaguar in a recent episode, which is pretty sick. They also announced around 2 weeks after San Diego Comic-Con, might have been just been before, but like within that 1 to 2 week span, that Ralph Dibny, aka the Elongated Man, would be in Season 4, which had been rumoured leading up to San Diego Comic-Con. But we will get back to something on the Elongated Man later on in the video. So at the moment, they are currently filming episode 4 of Season 4 of The Flash, with Harrison Wells himself, Tom Cavanagh, directing the episode, which is pretty cool. Tom Cavanagh has directed one episode previously on The Flash, which was the Once and Future Flash episode from Season 3, which was, of course, the episode in which Barry met the 2024 Flash in order to get some details on Savitar. But we do have some set photos to go over, not many, just a couple, which do show Danny Trejo on set as Breacher and do give us the first look of how he will be portrayed on the show. Obviously, before I show them, be sure to check out the sources for these pictures. I will leave them linked in the description down below for you to go, check them out and see what else they have to offer. So the first set photo to show is this one of just Danny Trejo, just, being Danny Trejo, I guess. And yes, I know he is looking pretty basic here and nothing seems to be going on. Well, nothing interesting at least. But at this time, he was actually filming a scene with Grant Gustin, who of course plays Barry Allen, aka The Flash. The description of the Breacher character did suggest that he would mainly be an issue for Cisco, as he is trying to keep his daughter, Gypsy, safe. But this obviously does tell us that Barry will have to deal with the Breacher in some shape or form in Season 4. There was also this picture of Grant and Danny behind the scenes of filming on the same day that the other photo was taken. You can see that Grant is actually in the Flash pants, and that's what he's wearing, like the singlet thing would be what he wears under the Flash suit for certain scenes. So obviously it's going to be the Flash meeting the Breacher rather than Barry Allen just walking down the street and meeting the Breacher. So it's the Flash meeting him, so I'm assuming this will be maybe when the Breacher first appears on Earth 1, they get like a reading at Star Labs, the Flash speeds on over, I guess, and encounters Danny Trejo as the Breacher. But that's just what I'm assuming at the moment, but we know that the Breacher will encounter the Flash at some point. But here we have our first look at Danny Trejo as Breacher in his outfit. Now this is what Breacher will wear, and even though Breacher in the comics looks much different than this, his appearance on the show is not that surprising at all. And that is just due, I guess, to how Gypsy was dressed in Season 3 and how she was presented. You would expect the bounty hunters to dress like roughly the same or like the same style, especially Gypsy and Breacher, seeing that they are father and daughter. But yeah, if you were expecting Breacher to look like he does in the comics, I am extremely sorry to disappoint you, but yeah, this is what he looks like, and I think that makes more sense. It'd be weird if he rocked up in that weird helmet and stuff like that. I think this is much more suitable. But back to the set photo, as we can see, it is Breacher coming face to face with Vibe or Cisco. Now, as I did say, Cisco is mentioned to sort of be in Breacher's firing line of sorts, as he, going by what has been said, will potentially put Gypsy in danger, and Breacher will do anything to protect his daughter. I am actually very interested to see how much more skilled and advanced Breacher is with his abilities in comparison to Cisco. In Season 3, we did see that Gypsy definitely had the upper hand on Cisco, not by a lot, like not by a massive amount, but by a small margin. She was definitely more advanced, even though Cisco did manage to outsmart her in that fight that they did have. But due to this, you would think that Breacher would be even more advanced, just not necessarily just because he's from Earth 19 as well, and just because Gypsy was more advanced than Cisco as well, it's also due to his age. And I have a theory going around that Gypsy was probably inspired to be a bounty hunter to either impress her father or try and outdo her father, one of the two. Now, one last thing to actually go over from the set picture, and this is not noticeable at all. Like, you can't look at the picture and go, oh, okay, I can see this person. This is only due to people that were on set when they were filming. They said, okay, that guy that's sitting on the floor there, that is this character. So that person sitting on the floor there, like next to Cisco, or like, as if it looks like they've almost like fallen back. That person on the floor there is Ralph Dibny, aka the Elongated Man, who I obviously mentioned earlier in the video. Now, in the show, he is a PI or a private investigator, and he's going to be looking into like one of Central City's greatest mysteries. They haven't really elaborated what that is, because why would they spoil that before the season's even started? So that's going to be sort of his like mini storyline, I guess, in the season. I'm assuming Team Flash is going to be weaved into that. Now, in regards to why he's here, he could have just been on the case and researching stuff and just unluckily come upon Breacher, and that's why Vibes had to come in and try and stop Breacher from, attacking Ralph Dibny. Or possibly Breacher is actually after Ralph Dibny, which would be weird, or possibly Ralph Dibny is actually investigating Breacher, but it would be weird if Ralph Dibny, who's on Earth 1, was investigating a traveler from Earth 19. So I think the last two options there are a bit unlikely. I think maybe Ralph Dibny is just unlucky and just comes upon Breacher while Breacher's doing his own thing. But we'll have to wait till episode of The Flash, obviously, to find out. But it is pretty cool that we are seeing all these different characters being weaved into the show finally. And as I did say, I think last week, even though they had only cast Ralph Dibny or the Elongated Man recently, they really start filming this stuff quickly with these characters. So it only took them roughly like 2.5 weeks to actually start filming. But we should get more stuff on the Elongated Man at a later date. I didn't really want to focus too much on him because really, as I said, it's just him sitting down there. But at least we know he has started filming. So we might get some other stuff in the next couple of weeks focused around him. We can, go into more detail with that character. But thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like just to show your support for the channel. Let me know in the comments section down below, what do you think of Breacher? Do you like his look? As I said, I think it just suits it. From what we saw with Gypsy last year with how she dressed, he just dresses in like a similar style, so it makes sense. But yeah, just leave all your opinions in the comments section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.